What does enough mean for you? This channel is built around ideas and concepts to help you to be able to answer that question for yourself consistently. What does it mean to do enough, achieve enough, have enough, feel enough, or just be enough? These are questions that I've spent much of my life wrestling with, sometimes consciously and sometimes less so. They're ones that I think so many of us face into across the experience of our whole lives. They're age-old questions that generations have always looked to answer, but the modern world of relentless comparison and distraction has only made them more difficult to answer today. They're questions I've spent the best part of a decade trying to get to grips with in various ways. And all of my learnings have led me to develop something that I call the rhythm of enough. I spent too much of my 20s and 30s waiting for the next milestone or next thing to happen in the belief that when it did, that's the moment that things would finally feel enough, that I would be enough. If I ticked off the next physical achievement or got the next promotion or job title, if I reached the next relationship signal or marker, somehow that would prove something. If I got more information or insight, I'd get to a point where that would finally then feel like enough. Yet, inevitably, when I reached that point, that sense of enough, that sense of what I hope would be consuming satisfaction just wasn't there. And now, as a 40-year-old, what I've learned over time is that there is no single answer to what is enough for you or for me. The question shifts and morphs as you move through life. But there is a rhythm that helps you move with the question in a way that can actually start to feel enough. The rhythm of enough is about understanding how to work with a set of skills and practices that allow you to move across your past, future, and present in a way that ultimately starts to feel like enough for you in the day-to-day. We start in the past, and understanding what I call your beats of the past is about learning how to make space for the stories that shaped your own sense of what enough is as you grew up through life, and putting yourself in a position to be able to really choose how you want to respond to those stories going forward. We then flip to the future and think about defining what I call your anchoring notes of the future. And these are about actively choosing what you want to move towards consistently over time, because these certain things matter deeply to you. They're worth struggling for. You would sacrifice for them. And we look to shape and define them in a way that is so much more durable and intrinsically satisfying than goals or ambitions or even just the concept of feeling happy. And finally, we learn about how to live within what I call the melody of the present. And this is about skills and practices that keep you coming back to the only place where you can actually experience enough. And that's right here, right now, in this present moment. And the reason that matters is not just to feel good, but because the sum of what you ultimately choose to do right now with the choices and experiences in front of you in this moment, that's what your life will come to represent. And we need to do that armed with this understanding of your past and a clear view of your desired future direction to consistently feel like we're tapping into what is enough for us. You don't need to feel enough all day, every day. That's simply not possible for anyone. All you do need to know is how to get back in the moments that you don't. This is the place where I unpack all of my thinking as it's happening. What all of that looks like on an ordinary day, not just in theory, although there's some of that too. It's also the space behind the book that I'm writing, The Rhythm of Enough, How to Choose Intentionally, which is a step-by-step guide to how you can create your own rhythm of enough. If these questions have chimed with you, there's more waiting in the description and the links on my profile. So follow along for more, and let's start figuring out what enough might actually look like for you.